Hi guys, and welcome to my SimRacing School Series. My name's Dan, or CXR Slipstream. In this series, I'm going to be showing you some skills and techniques that I've learned over the years I've been sim racing that have helped me get quicker on track and improve my competitiveness. Now, it's not going to be an in-depth series going into minor adjustments to camber angle and caster angle and all that sort of stuff. Instead, it's just going to be showing you my approach to how I find a setup and the things I think are important to help you get quicker and be more competitive, and have helped me be more competitive in racing sims and the F1 league races that I take part in. So to kick off, I'd like to go over some of the basics, but later on I'm going to move on to some of the advanced techniques in later episodes that are going to show you some other stuff that you can do to improve your pace and hopefully get up towards them podium positions which we all want to get to. So hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more content. So I'd like to start talking about assists. Now, assists don't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I still race with people who use them, and to be honest, I still use them myself as well. I race at a reasonably high level, and as I say, people still use them in there. So if you need them, use them, just to help build your confidence up, and then later on you can take them off one by one, and that will hopefully help you get even quicker once you've built your pace up, which is kind of what I'm getting to at the moment. Built my pace up, now I'm looking to take off the assists, and I'm going to be putting out some videos that you can have a look at to follow my journey, taking the assists off and hopefully getting up into the higher leagues, and you never know, maybe even esports. But anyway, getting ahead of ourselves. To start off with assists, I'd advise to start with full ABS, medium traction control, and a full racing line. And if you find you're losing control of the car and the rear end's sliding a little bit, then bang the full traction back on, as I'll be going over some techniques to improve your throttle control and your progression on the accelerator. That's going to help you take off the traction control, eventually get you down to no traction, which will definitely make you quicker, but it's very tricky to try and do. So as I say, more videos to come, so hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more content, and it's going to massively help me out with the videos that I'm trying to bring you as well. Now quickly, I want to show you some bits and pieces that I've put together, just showing you how to use the racing line and how to start off basically. Just very quickly, I'm not going to tell you how to suck lemons, but just if any guys are just getting into the F1, bought it for Christmas or whatever, I just want to go across it quickly. Just how to use the racing line if you're starting off, and then when you get more confident, how I use it. If I have the racing line on, if I'm not too sure if it's a night race or something, I pretty much know the tracks off by heart now, but yeah, if I'm using it, how I will use it and how you can get quicker with still using the racing line as a sort of a reference. Okay guys, right, so here we go, just finishing off one of my laps. I was doing some practice for the Chinese Grand Prix in one of the leagues I race in. Obviously doing it without the racing line on. Chasing the ghost there. On the 7th. Down in the 1st. Clip that apex lovely. Watching the traction out of there. Could be a bit tricky. Feathering that accelerator into this. Hard on the brakes, try and glide it around that inside. Carry some nice speed through there and get the power down nice and early. And this one's a tricky one. Brake nice and hard, try and roll the car. Come off the accelerator slightly, then back on the power and try and ease on the power nicely. Getting maximum speed up this straight. You really will gain some time if you get the power down nicely there. Wait for your braking mark, hard as you can, down the 1st, missed me apex by miles there, definitely room to improve. Hard on the brakes, flick it in, we're up on our time. Yeah, beat the best, but still not that great. So now, I'm going to pop back into the pits and stick on some new fresh rubber. I'm also going to stick the racing line on. I'm stick it corners only. And show you, we'll do a couple of laps racing conservatively, as you should be if you've just got the game and you want to start improving your speed. I'm going to do a couple of laps, how hard race, just using it as a reference. So here we go. Braking where it tells you. Now you're looking for the, when it goes red, you're looking to brake. When it goes amber, you're looking to let off the throttle. When it goes green, you're looking to be on the throttle. Maybe not all the way on, but on the throttle. Right, braking hard, down into first gear, clipping that apex nicely. Easing on the power there because it can be a bit tricky. Moderating your throttle round here, try and go as much speed as possible. Brake hard, float it round this corner nice and tight. Now down to this corner, a bit of a tricky corner this. Brake nice and hard, then turn in, a little bit of power, then off, power back on, and round we go. Weren't the best of corners there for me. And getting that power down, I'm going to get as early as possible before a big long straight. You really notice the difference. Get that DRS on. Now looking for your braking point. Braking nice and hard and turn in. Now when you start, that's what you want to be looking to do really. You don't want to be trying to brake and turn too much. There is a technique you can use to do that, which is called trail braking, but that's something we'll get onto in the next video. For the moment, try and do your braking in a straight line. Once you've got down to your ideal speed, then turn it in. Now again, take it nice and easy. Braking when it goes red. And it's telling you to brake. You're getting the power on. I mean, you're still not too far off the pace I was before, even with taking it conservatively. So, and it will come. The more confidence you get, the quicker you will get. Now starting to bring on the pace a little bit now, showing you how wide you use the line. Power down to this tricky corner now. Brake nice and hard, try and get off the power, flick it in, that was nice. Now off the power, back down, get that power down as hard as possible without spinning the wheels up. Getting ready for your DRS. Opening the DRS up, which opens the flap up on the back of the car, gives you more straight line speed. Looking for this braking point. Brake it nice and hard, down the first gear, flick it in, miss that apex by miles. But you can't get them all right. Brake under the brake, big board, down the gear, flick it in. Try not to go too far out to the right there because you will get a penalty. We'll go around, do one more lap. Try and let the gears do most of the braking as you're coming down through the gears around here. Get it nice and tight and get that power down as early as possible. Looking for your braking point, braking down the first, flick it in, try and carry as much speed as possible, nice and smooth, and fire it out of there. At the end of the curb, flick it round, nice and tight here, and off, flick it in, carry some nice speed and get back on that power as early as possible. Down to this tricky one, braking nice and hard, flick it in, off the power a little, back on, and floor it. Well, I say floor it, gradually. DRS. Now looking for your braking point, braking nice and hard, down the first or second, depending on your preference. And getting that power back on, looking for your next braking point, which is under that board, down the gear, turn in. There's the penalty I was telling you about. But there you go. That's how I'll be using it. Start braking nice and early. And just use the line as it tells you. Then when you start building your confidence up, you'll see there's places that you don't need to brake where it tells you do, and you can get away with just letting off a little bit. And there's also some corners, once you get a bit more advanced with your braking, which I'll lead on to in the next video, you can start trail braking, which will gain you a little bit more apex speed going into the corner. So as I say, we'll lead on to that in the upcoming videos. So smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time, guys.